Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello. We are just grabbing a coffee at the Cove here in Taupo, and we're sharing our last vlog that we want to tell you guys about our travel trailer that we're going to be building when we get back from America.
So let's first clarify travel trailer, because people have asked us like what that even means.
In New Zealand, people don't really call them travel trailers. It's probably more of an American thing, but it's basically a caravan, and a big caravan.
Tiny home, travel trailer, hybrid.
Yeah.
But from here on out, we're just calling it a travel trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's going to be, when we get home, I'll show you guys the design that we've done on CAD. Not 100% finished.
Do a little tour of it.
Yeah, it's basically going to be 30 feet, so 9 meters long, by 2.5 meters wide. So in New Zealand, the maximum width you can go is like 2.55 meters. So we're going to make it 2.5 meters wide. And yeah, like Laura said, it's going to be kind of a tiny house caravan hybrid. So rather than have caravan sized appliances and kitchen and all that kind of stuff, we're going to do like full size kitchen and full size appliances like oven and all that sort of stuff. We're going to put some pretty cool features in it.
LED lights,
Woo,
a tower for my bunny.
Yeah, so we're going to kind of put in some clever home automation in it. And obviously it's going to be off-grid.
James is going to town with tricky gadgets.
Yeah, we're going to run lithium batteries, as many tiny houses do these days, being off-grid.
The plan will still be to hook up to campsites.
Yeah.
But being in New Zealand, we also want to...
Baby's awake. Yeah, so we just, in New Zealand there's heaps of like breeding camping spots where you can just basically pull up and park so long as your camping vehicle or trailer is self-contained, so it's got to have you know, a bathroom, a toilet in it.
Yeah.
Has to hold a certain amount of water per person. Birdie's joining us on the table as well. He's coming.
They won't be able to see him. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be fully self-contained, off-grid. The most coolest thing though, and that's part of the reason why we want to do it, is because we'll build it and travel New Zealand from top to bottom, is that we're going to be building it with the
Alsips
panels which we import, which are aluminium SIPS panels.
So that's James, well, it's our company, it's James' company that he's running. And we've just started importing them probably back in December.
So we've had a couple of tiny house builders using the panels, and we're going to be the first to use them on a travel trailer.
So we're really excited because, you know, new stuff in New Zealand especially, like, you've got to prove it. Nobody cares what you're doing until you've proven the concept. So the whole point of Alsips is you can build bigger, because weight isn't as much of an issue as it would be if you're building with steel panels, right?
Yeah. So the 50mm panels which we'll use, they only weigh about 3.6 I think kilos per square meter, so extremely light for our total build. It's a big trailer, so 9 meters long. Probably a lot of people watching will be like, heck no, you're not going to be able to build that and be underweight with all the stuff you're talking about. But obviously one of the beauties of designing stuff in CAD is that you can actually add all of your weights and densities to materials and just basically work it all out before you even start building the tools. So we're targeting basically 2.5 ton for a 9 meter long trailer that's empty, so without all of our stuff in it, clothes and kitchen stuff and all that. So we're targeting about 3 ton. Could tweak over 3 ton, but we want to try to keep it under 3 ton when it's fully loaded.
So we're going to show you. James is going to take you a little tour.
It's not 100% finished, but
he's a perfectionist, so he didn't want to film this until it was finised. But we've got to do it.
We promise you guys would
do it before we go to America.
Yeah.
Anything else we can add?
No, I'll just talk you through the design. I might repeat myself a little bit. I'll try not to. So we'll be back.
Yay!
So here's our 30 foot or 9 meter long travel trailer, but before I start describing it, I've got to go show you guys the cutest little girl ever. Sophia's having a bath. There's a lot of splashing going on in the background, so I think Laurel's probably going to be a little bit wet. Hang on, let's go see what they're up to. Hello!
We're having fun.
Hello!
We love bath time.
Hi!
Don't we? I'm soaked. Absolutely soaked.
Alright, bye! So I'm back. So this is our travel trailer. Might be easy if I just kind of go through our design from the front to the back and just describe some of the features and stuff along the way. So at the front of the trailer we're going to actually make about a 1.2 meter wide separate room, which is internal and external access. This will be like a little, I guess, toy storage area where we can put bikes and other camping equipment and stuff. And also, because we're going to do about a 1 kilowatt solar array on the roof with a 3 kVA inverter, we're going to be putting some lithium batteries and obviously all of the smarts, some of the electrical smarts and charging systems and stuff will be in there as well. So then we've got the dinette at the front. It's going to be a permanent inbuilt dinette.
Cutest little bath bunny in the world. The dinette.
Yep, and then opposite the dinette we're going to have some storage. This is just blocked out at the moment. I've modelled a lot of stuff like the kitchen and couch and stuff properly as to how much you're going to make it, but this is just blocked out. That'll be the storage. I think I'm going to put in a workstation area for me because I prefer to work at a bigger monitor than a little laptop monitor when you're doing CAD modelling. So, and then we have the fridge next to the main entrance. That's the main entryway. It's got the fridge and then a big L-shaped kitchen. Be about 3 meters long.
And don't forget about the funny part.
Yes, it's actually not in there at the moment. I'll describe it. It's all good. So yeah, we're going to go for like full-size appliances in the kitchen, just like many tiny houses do. It's not going to be RV style appliances, which are a lot smaller, just for that comfort. All of the kitchen's going to be made out of modular aluminium framing, just to keep the weight down, as opposed to just buying kit set cabinets. No, nice. Bye. Yeah, so opposite kitchen, there's wall cabinets on the wall as well. Obviously you can't see those, so I've just cut a section of the model. Excuse my graphics card because it's all a bit chunky at the moment, but anyway. So yeah, wall cabinets, gonna put in a dish drawer, and we've got a small bathroom opposite, but still a full-size shower, 500 watt vanity. And for the toilet, we're actually going to be importing a incinerating propane powered toilet from the US. You can't get these in New Zealand. You can get electric fired incinerating toilets, which are actually, they're quite expensive, and then the gas ones are typically a bit more expensive again. But we want this whole setup to be off-grid. We don't want to be holding black water waste. So we're going to give the incinerating toilet a go, fingers crossed. What else? So yeah, and then the living room is basically at the back of the trailer. So I'm going to build an inbuilt L-shaped lounge, and what Laura was referring to, because as you know, we have a little mini lot bunny who's going to be traveling with us. So her pen, if you like, is going to be underneath the couch. So this is all going to be clear perspex or clear polycarbonate sheeting across the front so she can see out. Maybe put a little cat door or something on it, and then I'm also going to have to build a 1200 high tower at the end to give her a bit more space as well, so she's not stuck under the couch when she's away. So yeah, we're building on a triple axle trailer for a couple of reasons. 2 to 3 axles, I guess with a third axle, it gives you a little bit more leniency in your loading. I'm obviously going to work once I've finished doing the 3D model. There's still a bit more to add, as you can see, but once it's finished, I'll be able to get an exact center of mass, and then the middle axle's pretty much going to go slightly rearward of the center of mass. So yeah, 3 axles just gives you a little bit more flexibility with loading. Like if we were to put some heavier loads in the front here, it's not going to upset it considerably, or as bad as it would if it was a double axle. So I'll just get rid of this section. So you're probably wondering, where are the bedrooms? Where do people sleep? So we've opted to do mechanized mezzanines. We've got one at the front and one at the back. So these will basically be up at the ceiling during the day, and then at night time they come down to about 1200, 1.2 meters off the floor. Same with the back one, will come down, and yeah, that's the sleeping arrangement. So the back one is big enough for a queen size, and the front, our plan is to have 2 single mattresses down each side of it. With the rear one, our bedroom, so to speak, well, I'll also build in some inbuilt like storage compartments up on the mezzanine as well. And yeah, so they're just going to be cable operated. I'm actually going to use a linear actuator, an 800mm stroke linear actuator, which is going to be mounted within the floor. You can kind of see it there. So that'll be attached to, it's not modelled in, but it'll be attached to the 4 cables which run via pulleys to each corner of the mezzanine, and then the end of the cables are attached to the roof, so it'll basically be pulling itself up and then just guided by a track and trolley at each corner as well. So yeah, that's our mezzanines. That's going to be pretty cool. We're going to add kind of a few smarts to it as well. So we want to put in some home automation stuff with the lighting and the ability to turn certain appliances on and off. Just makes it a bit cooler, and also with wireless lighting you don't have to run wires to your light switches and things, which is cool too. So yeah, it's going to be off the grid. Like I said, we're going to put probably over 1 kilowatt of panels on the roof, and that should be pretty sufficient. We're actually going to run a normal refrigerator, just an inverter type refrigerator, just because we couldn't really justify the cost. If you've got the ability to run one, then you know, a 3-way fridge is about the same weight. Like there's not really any weight savers in going for a 3-way fridge, and they cost about 3 times as much. So that's why we went for a normal fridge, and just get way better functionality and features with a normal domestic fridge too. We're going to chuck in a small washing machine at the end of the kitchen there. That'll be in that cabinet there next to the sink, so everything's nicely plumbed in. We're going to have a 200 litre grey water tank mounted underneath. That's not modelled on at the moment, but yeah, all our plumbing's very central. All the heavy loads pretty much over top of the axle set, and where Laurel wants a dryer, so obviously you can't run that when we're off grid, but we'll probably put in a small RV style dryer in the front in the toy storage area. So we touched on it earlier in the video, but this travel trailer is going to be built using our Alsips panels, so the aluminium Sips panels, which we import and sell to different industries here in New Zealand, one of them being tiny houses. We want to actually show that these panels can be used for a homemade caravan or travel trailer as well. Extremely lightweight. We're going with 50mm panels here, so they're basically 0.5mm aluminium skin, sandwiching a 50mm bit of EPS foam. So good insulation, extremely lightweight. I think I mentioned before the 50mm panels are like 3.8 kgs per square meter. So this trailer setup, triple axle trailer setup, and the enclosed box unfitted out will weigh around a ton or just under a ton. And I think we already mentioned it, but we're targeting 2.5 ton empty. So, and then laden, we're going to be aiming to keep that under 3 ton. So once we get back from the US, around early June, I'm going to be kicking off the build, starting with the trailer, and then we'll be getting our panels here and starting the box structure, and then obviously to the fit out, which is going to be the most time consuming part, but we're aiming to have it all finished by October and then probably hit the road in October sometime. Really excited to basically vlog the whole build. I want to share as much information as I can with you guys. Share your tips with me as well. If you've ever built a homemade travel trailer or caravan before, then let me know some of the things that you learned, some of the do's and don'ts. But yeah, I just basically want to show what these panels can be used for, and yeah, really excited to share the whole process with you guys. So our next vlog, we're obviously going to be US soil side, so I guess we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.